Greetings. This is your brother, Elder Blacklight, on the Soul School channel. The kind of flavor that will save you and the kind of knowledge you most definitely won't get in college. From the land of Nod to the kingdom of God. Rise and shine. It's about that time, but the name of this video is how long will the majority of black people, how long will they be deaf, dumb, and blind when they wake up in their right mind? It's a matter of time. And from the land of Nod to the kingdom of God. I'm so glad I woke up in time. God gave me back my right mind. The purpose of me making this video is to show you the error of your ways. Those of you who are participating in marching, those of you who are participating in rioting and destruction, those of you who are sitting back and just watching, and those of us who are analyzing the situation. We're trying to find a way to wake our people up so they could, so the righteous could take back the planet. Now the word righteous only means justice. For a little over 600 years or under 600 years, we've been in an unrighteous planet ruled by unrighteous people. Now, all this time, 2020, we still haven't understood or recognized technology. There was only one perfect example that started here in Detroit to 1975. 1930 to 1975. That was the end of that righteous example. Anything else came after that was the workings of devils. A vibration using black people who bow down to that vibration. Now are in leadership position along with Satan, the devil. We're going to show you why Detroit is so special, why you should learn from the past, because you are still in technology. All this is technology. And as my video unfolds, I will show you. And if you don't agree with me, that's because you are part of the demons and the devils who are tricking their people.
In 1943, Detroit's economy was booming due to the growth in the defense industry. Since the beginning of World War II, the city's population grew by 350,000, 300,000 whites and 50,000 blacks. Due to a number of reasons, including a lack of available housing, tensions between blacks and whites were escalating. On June 20th, 1943, a fight between a group of black youth and white sailors on Belle Isle kicked off a citywide reaction. False stories stoked the conflict into a riot. By the next day, 10,000 whites poured onto Woodward near Forest and Verner to attack blacks in the streets and overturned cars. Blacks retaliated by attacking whites who ventured into their neighborhoods. As night closed in, 5,000 federal troops were called in to restore the peace. There was more than $2 million in property damaged. The greater loss resulted in the death of 25 blacks and 9 whites and more than 600 injured. There comes a time in the life of every community when it must look honestly and seriously into its past in order to provide the best possible foundation for moving into a future based on healing and hope.
Now what you see behind me in this frame here, we're going to comment on the March on Selma led by Dr. Martin Luther King. But before we do that, I want to set up my talk with what's up going on now. Now you see more white people on the front lines fighting for black people, they say. But there's only one difference that they didn't have back in those days, and that was the coronavirus. See, all this was carefully planned out because they know how black people react the same way all the time, trying to make white people listen, but the whole planet they want to listen. And you know, by us having the internet and social media, it goes around the planet now, quick and fast. But the black, brown, red, and yellow people still haven't woke up. They want a sympathetic ear, but the people in other parts of the planet or the world, they're having hard times too. And the enemy is attacking them. They all over in Iraq, they all over the Middle East, they all over in Africa, Australia, running the same game. And our people haven't woke up to the fact that we have bowed down to Satan instead of who you think is going to come in to save you. Is not going to come to save you. That's Satan that's saving. He wants to create the problem and then solve the problem because he wants to be your God. And most people are falling for him. So before we get into this, which we probably talk about on the next video, part 2, I'm going to summarize it and say that we had plenty of examples on what to do and what not to do. This march right here didn't work. The riots didn't work. Some of that was good for back then, but it never did defeat the enemy. It just made us blend in with the enemy, merge in with the enemy. We dying to get into Satan's system. Now we got to step back and analyze this situation and see what's the best methodology. Now, you know, using Muhammad Ali as an example, Muhammad Ali always had a strategy when he went to a fight. And he knew his enemy. He studied his enemy. And he outsmarted his enemy on many levels. That's why he never did go into the draft. And he still made money. Because he was up under the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The best example for these modern times, for all times. And he had the ability, Muhammad Ali had the ability in his fights to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. He would adjust as he went. Floyd Mayweather's another one that had a plan A, plan B, plan C, because he knew what he was doing. Black people don't know what they're doing. They follow the lead of blind leaders who just want a job, want to get paid. We do come to a close of this video. So my advice right now is to stay cool, don't be no fool. Come up, unite, come up with a strategy. If you want to be the next rulers and give the planet freedom, justice, and equality. If not, stay where you're at, in hell.